Hi, everybody. Welcome to our August video newsletter. I'm so happy to be here. I hope everybody is enjoying their summer and taking some time off to spend with friends and family before we ramp up for year end. Of course, I want to welcome Judd to his first video message. Welcome, Judd.
Thanks, Larissa.
So glad to have you here. Let's start with a couple of our milestones and celebration moments. I want to start with our 5-year anniversaries. I want to recognize Brianna, Kim, Janelle Hyman, and Natasha Defanesca. Congratulations. And in August, that was July actually, and in August we want to recognize Ashley Luttery for 5 years. And of course, my esteemed colleague, Judd Snyder, who is celebrating 30 years.
You didn't have to say the number.
Of
I
course.
was good just saying a work anniversary.
Well, happy work anniversary, Judd. Glad you're spending your 30th year with us.
Thank you.
So exciting news. We finally have hired our managing director, HR business partner for PNBB. I would love to welcome back Felicia Foster to the team. Although she never really went away and was still part of People and Culture, so thrilled she's rejoining the U.S. leadership team for People and Culture. Felicia, we're thrilled. You've already hit the ground running. And so we'll be hearing and seeing a lot more of Felicia over the coming months. And another celebration moment, I want to recognize that for the 9th year in a row, BMO has earned a top score of 100 in the Disability Equity Index. This puts us amongst the best places to work for disability inclusion in the U.S. This index serves as a comprehensive benchmarking tool, providing companies with a roadmap of actionable steps to enhance disability inclusion and equality within the workplace. In 2023, BMO outlined a 3-year accessibility plan and established the Enterprise Accessibility Office, the EAO, to help advance BMO's zero barriers to inclusion commitments. This recognition shows that we are truly putting our purpose into action. I want to take a moment to say thank you for participating in this year's AWCC. As always, we had world-class participation in the survey, and many of you provided really productive feedback to the leadership teams. I know you'll have an opportunity to sit down with your leader, your teams, to have more in-depth conversation about the results that your team would have had. But across the U.S. and People and Culture, our leadership team is starting to come together to take a look and understand where we can do more, where we can help you feel more engaged, where we can more consistently demonstrate our winning culture behaviors. So more to come in the coming weeks, but we will come back with an action plan, and we're excited about where the feedback will take us. And now I'm going to turn it over to Judd to talk about what's ahead in the coming months. Over to you, Judd.
Awesome. Thanks, Larissa. And thanks for having me here to begin to have part of a voice and part of a conversation with all of you. It's exciting to get to know you and to be part of the team. With that in mind, I get to both thank you. So ELCT training, we obviously reminded you a few times, maybe once or twice. You knocked it out of the park. We hit the 100% we were looking for, and thank you. It's an important piece of work we do from a regulatory standpoint, from a compliance standpoint, to get that done. So Larissa, what's the reward for everybody doing their ELCT training? U.S. compliance training. So we're coming up on that time again. U.S. compliance training, which is a separate body of work, runs from July 30th through November 30th. We'll make a few more reminders throughout the next couple of months as the campaign unfolds, but please take the time to do it. And if you're thinking about what's coming up for all of you at year end, maybe do it early. Let's get it knocked out in August, because we all know September and October are going to be pretty busy. And next up for us is BMO Days of Impact. For many of you, if you've been around for a while, you remember BMO Volunteer Day. It's a way we engage with the community. We find a day to give back. Well, we evolved that. And BMO Days of Impact is our opportunity throughout the month of August, August 5th through 30th, to make impact in our community, both with our words and our actions. So there are multiple events happening across many of our cities, Chicago, New York, San Francisco, among many others, where you can make an individual commitment to giving back through volunteerism. We hope you'll take advantage of some of these opportunities. Larissa and I will see what we can do to be engaged in the city of Chicago, maybe in the city of Milwaukee, maybe somewhere else, to try and do something as well over the next 30 days.
And of course, the American Heart Walk is just around the corner. As you all know, for the last couple of years, People and Culture has had a dedicated team called Nicole's Legacy Squad to recognize our colleague, Nicole Becker, who passed away a few years ago. This was a cause that was very important to her, and she was also always our leading champion, and we want to reflect and make sure we continue that legacy. This year, we are celebrating the 100th anniversary of the AHA. And so it's a really special one, and I know all of you will want to get involved. You don't have to be in Chicago to get involved. There are walks all over the country, and so stay tuned. This year, the walk is taking place on Friday, September 20th, and we have a whole new group of champions this year. So I want to in advance thank Brian Cheek, Joyce Donnelly, Rachel Fergus, and LaShawn Hill, who have put up their hand to be our coaches and champions this year. And as always, I will be putting out a matching challenge. So stay tuned so that we can continue to recognize Nicole's legacy. In closing, I want to thank everybody for a great first 3 quarters. I know how hard everybody's been working. We're in the last days of summer. Please take some time off, enjoy your time, and we'll see you back here for back to school in September.